messages and put my number out on her page that got 10 million followers. She did that. Putting everybody in our business.
Papoose. You really are. You have turned into a piece of shit. This, right here, the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, has turned you into somebody else. Oh, that was my...
Forget everything you thought you knew about Claressa Shields' fairy tale engagement. The smiling Instagram posts, the glowing interviews, the glittering ring. All of it painted a perfect picture. But behind the scenes, insiders say there's a brewing storm of betrayal, backroom deals, and messy receipts that could drown a career. And at the center of that storm? Rapper Papoose, a man who until now has kept his mouth shut. For years, Papoose was seen as the loyal, low-key presence in Claressa's orbit. He wasn't loud or flashy, never hogged the spotlight, and played the role of supportive partner with ease. But according to whispers from deep inside the industry, that image was misleading. Apparently, he's had enough of being sidelined and painted as the irrelevant ex. And if the rumors are true, he's preparing to unload everything. Every late-night text, every shady business move, every piece of proof that could turn Claressa's Golden Girl image upside down. Sources claim this isn't just about a romance gone sour. In Papoose's version of events, it's about a calculated plan to push him out of the picture entirely, while protecting her fiancé's dirtiest secrets. The alleged evidence includes hush-hush payments, mysterious business meetings after midnight, and flirtatious messages that somehow ended up in the wrong inbox. His team says the goal was never just to win Claressa's heart. It was to erase Papoose from the industry altogether. One insider, a longtime PR assistant we'll call Tamika, claims the tension didn't start after the breakup. It had been brewing long before anyone realized there was trouble in paradise. They let Pap think he was welcome, she reportedly told a blogger, but meetings would get rescheduled when he was supposed to be there. Calls would happen without him. It was like watching someone slowly get erased. Papoose believes this wasn't accidental. He alleges Claressa's fiancé was quietly taking over his connections, promoters, music producers, media contacts, all while pretending it was for Claressa's benefit. And leaked screenshots making the rounds in private group chats seem to back that up. In one alleged text, the fiancé tells an associate, "We can't build her empire if he's always in the picture." Publicly, Claressa has brushed off the rumors with Instagram captions like, "I focus on winning, not whining." But behind the scenes, Papoose's camp says they've got proof, email chains, call logs, and even a voice memo, showing deliberate attempts to cut him out of gigs, interviews, and events. One example they point to is a charity boxing event in Atlanta. Papoose claims he was invited months in advance, only to have his spot mysteriously given to Claressa's fiancé. He says he didn't even know about the change until photos from the event started circulating online. Photos showing her fiancé mingling with people Papoose had known for over a decade. Why didn't Papoose speak up sooner? Another anonymous source says he tried, but every time he voiced concerns, it was spun as jealousy or insecurity. They played him like the bitter ex before he was even the ex, the insider said. But this is where the situation gets more serious. If the allegations are true, Claressa's fiancé might have crossed into territory that lawyers call tortious interference, intentionally damaging someone's professional relationships. Papoose's legal team is reportedly reviewing documents to see if there's a case. Even if it never makes it to court, just filing a lawsuit could be a PR disaster for Claressa's camp. Meanwhile, social media is having a field day. Twitter is packed with hashtags like #FromRingsToReceipts and #KnockoutDrama, while TikTok creators are reenacting the alleged text messages with dramatic music. Some fans think Papoose is exaggerating, pointing out that his career has been quiet in recent years. But even critics admit, if the receipts are legit, this could be the kind of scandal that sponsors run from instantly. Adding more fuel, an unverified rumor claims Claressa's fiancé has skeletons of his own, shady financial moves, a side relationship overlapping with his engagement, and one incident that could have legal consequences. According to Papoose's camp, this isn't petty revenge, it's self-defense. In a recent freestyle, Pap even hinted at the drama. "I kept quiet while you drew up your plot. Now it's my turn. Let's see what you got." receipts in my pocket, truth in my hand, time to show the world you're a fraudulent man. That clip racked up over 3 million views in 2 days. And yet, insiders say the juiciest revelations are being saved for a major sit-down interview Papoose is negotiating with a top gossip outlet. If it happens, it could force Claressa herself to answer uncomfortable questions. Not just about her fiancé, but about what she knew and when. Just when fans thought the upcoming interview would be the main event, a plot twist hit. At 2 a.m., an anonymous Dropbox link appeared on a shady gossip forum titled simply, "For Pap." Inside were alleged private exchanges between Claressa's fiancé and several industry contacts. Not just about Papoose but about other people in sports and entertainment. One email reportedly read, "Pap's reputation is done. Trust me, you don't want your brand attached to him. I can put you in touch with better names." That phrase, "better names," became an overnight meme, with Twitter users posting pictures of random objects like a loaf of bread or a rusty bike, captioned "better names." But buried deeper in the leak was something more serious. A document titled, "Sponsorship Reallocation Agreement." If it's real, it shows endorsement deals originally pitched for Papoose being redirected to projects involving Claressa and her fiancé. Whether authentic or not, the internet didn't wait for confirmation. The damage was already done. Papoose's reaction? Silence. No tweets, no freestyles, nothing. And in a scandal like this, silence often speaks louder than words. Then came the bombshell audio clip. In it, a voice many online sleuths believe belongs to Claressa's fiancé says, "Papoose needs to understand this is our time. If he gets in the way, I'll ruin him. I don't care what it takes." Within hours, hashtags like #I'llRuinHim and #ThisIsOurTime were trending. Claressa's team quickly went into damage control, releasing a carefully worded statement. Claressa Shields is focused solely on her upcoming fights and refuses to be distracted by false rumors. But by then, the narrative had already taken on a life of its own. And here's the thing. Whether every detail is true or not, the court of public opinion is already in session. Fans are choosing sides, memes are multiplying, and every new receipt is treated like breaking news. In an industry where image is everything, that's the real danger. Because this isn't just a breakup. This is a public battle over power, reputation, and influence. And once the gloves come off in the entertainment world, there's no referee to step in and call time. When asked about the swirling rumors, Claressa's team made one thing very clear. She has no part in anyone else's personal drama. They stressed that her focus is on her career and brand partnerships, and she's not involved in whatever private mess others might be tangled in. Translation? She's steering clear and refusing to take sides. But here's the problem. In a feud this public, playing neutral can make both camps suspicious. People start wondering if your silence means you're quietly siding with the other team. According to sources close to
I'm gonna have a baby next year. We already have it planned out. I'm gonna have a baby next year. And then after I go through my stuff, then I'll come back and fight some more, and then probably have another one and then do the same thing again. Like, I don't want to wait till I'm, 40, 43, whatever, after my career to have my kids. Right. I want to be able to run at the park with my kids and stuff like that. I don't want to be too old. So I think that keeping my body in shape, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I think that'll also help me too while I'm going through.
Papoose, his trust in Claressa, what little was left, has completely crumbled. In his eyes, keeping quiet is the same as being guilty. And this is where the story takes a juicier turn. An unconfirmed rumor has surfaced that Papoose is preparing his own set of bombshell